made me feel so insecure. Is this the color I'm supposed to do? Nude style? Man, I look a lot lighter on the thing. And the 369 and the significance of 369, the number, those numbers when it comes to spirituality, the ethers and things like that. And I always knew that. I always knew that. I didn't know what it meant, but I knew that there was something significant about 3, 6, and 9. You guys, happy, I don't know what today is, but I'm off to see the wizard. And by wizard, I mean I'm off to go to Sephora. Really exciting stuff. Super excited. I got some money for my birthday. About to spend some money. And I didn't really have anything in particular I wanted to talk about. I think that the biggest thing is that, you know, pray daily and intend for your life daily. That's important, especially if you're experiencing anxiety, unsettledness, I think is a good word to say. That kind of thing. Always pray, always intend, always, you know, ask questions, pose questions. Like, why am I feeling this way? You know? I'm such a terrible parker. But let me go in here. We'll see if I make this a vlog or something like that. I don't know. You might be wondering why my sunglasses are on top of my hat. It's because, so the sun in Colorado, especially, yeah, the sun in Colorado, it's very intense. We are a lot of feet, I don't know how many feet, a lot of feet above sea level. And so the sun is very intense here. And so I like these sunglasses, but they don't have a nose pad. Oh, they're really dirty. But they don't have a nose pad. And so anytime I put them on my face, it creates that thing on my, and messes up my makeup. And I'm like, I don't like that. But the sun is so intense, sometimes you have to have sunglasses, and I don't have any sunglasses that have the nose pad with me. I have them, but I don't have them on me. So I just carry these around just in case I truly need them. And so, yeah, that's that. Let me go in here. Hopefully I'll find some good things, and I'll be able to show you guys some great things. You know, because I kind of want to share more of my personal life, because here's the thing, like, I personally, anytime that I'm getting, because I have some YouTubers and people that I follow, influencers that I really enjoy, and I always want to get an inside look of their life, and, you know, see if they really practice what they preach. I know that sounds bad, but, you know, yeah. I mean, it's true. You want to see people living out what they talk about. And I truly live what I talk about. Like, I've come a long way. I'm gonna be honest. I've come a long way, because even though I've always been a deep, insightful person, and, you know, I don't talk, have I talked about it? Like my, I don't know if I even want to go there, but like some of the things that I've experienced growing up, and hearing things and seeing things and things like that, I've always been very in touch with that side of myself, my more spiritual side. But it was not, and I'm sure there's even deeper levels to this, but it was real surface. I always knew certain things. But I didn't know that I knew certain things. And I was telling my mom this the other day. So I've always seen this thing with Nikola Tesla, and he talks about the 369 method, and the 369 and the significance of 369, the number, those numbers when it comes to spirituality, the ethers and things like that. And I always knew that. I always knew that. I didn't know what it meant, but I knew that there was something significant about 3, 6, and 9. It's so weird because I was telling my mom, I was like, I told her, I was like, I would be on the bus and I would just look at house addresses and divide all of it by 3. And if all, like the address, if it was like a 3 number address and all of the numbers were divisible by 3, I thought that that was amazing for some reason. And I had no clue why. I was like, there's something about the number 3. There's something about 3, 6, and 9. And I always knew that. And I would just play a game on the bus when I was a kid. And I would divide things by 3. And if it was like, you know, a clean divide, a clean divisible 3, like if there was an address that was 3 numbers and you could divide all 3 numbers by the number 3 and it was clean, like there was no like leftovers. I forget what that's called in school, but I would just be like, oh, that's a magical number. I just knew. And then you know, I had heard, I never researched it, but I had heard the 369 method by Nikola Tesla and stuff like that. And I knew that there was some significance there, but I didn't never look into it because it's like, I didn't know. I'm like, I don't know. Like, because sometimes these manifestation tactics get a little like markety. Like a little markety. I don't know how to explain it. Like the quantum leap method with the water and the manifestation method, it gets a little markety, and I was like, I'm not gonna look into that. But then I did, and I didn't look at the technique, because techniques are techniques, whatever helps you manifest. So techniques are techniques, but understanding the why behind the things is what really is important. And so you can then, once you understand the why, can then take that and do what feels good to you. And so that's what I started doing. And I didn't realize, I honestly didn't realize I was doing those things, because I did a method. Ooh, gosh, my car is, I need a new car. But I did a method that was, which I later found out was the water method, quantum leaping method, which worked. But I was like, you know what, I want to play, because when I was a kid, had such a vivid imagination, and I just used to just play in my head. It's crazy. But I was like, I want to play, if I were to write a book in a year, what would the title of the book be? And the title was how I went from a single mom, broke, a single mom, from a broke, homeless, or I don't remember exactly what it was. It was broke, homeless, single mom to married or something, which is my life now. And I went from one thing to another. That would be the title of the book in less than a year. And I put in less than a year because I wanted it. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I was like, because the timeline wasn't going to line up with my situation at the time. It wasn't going to line up. I was like, less than a year is pushing it, but I want it in less than a year. So I put less than a year, and that's exactly what happened. And so I was like, huh. And I didn't realize it was like, you know, people use the water manifestation, and I understand why, because water holds memory, and water is very powerful when it comes to what we are and what the world is and how things work, because water holds memory. And so, like, I heard that scientists don't even know the reason why we cry. Like, that's crazy. Like, why we cry tears, like water. And if you ask me, when it comes to know, spirituality, and I'm coming from a spiritual standpoint, and water holds memory, us crying and moving that water out of us and through us and out of us, it's moving that memory of whatever it is out. And that's why you feel better after a sweat session and, you know, a sauna, and you're sweating and you're moving water out of you. That's why you're moving the bad memories out of you, and sometimes, you know, sad memories, and that's why we cry when we're sad and things like that. And so yeah, I just went off on a lot of tangents there, but it's definitely interesting when you understand the why of the things that you do, and then you can really cater and create manifesting techniques that feel good to you. So you understand, okay, water holds memory, and if I pray over this water, you know, it's holy water and all this kind of stuff, it's the same concept. If I pray over this water, then it'll help me believe in this manifestation, this quantum leap that I'm trying to do, all sorts of things. You understand water, why, all the implications of water, and that we're 80% water, and all sorts of things. That's why when it comes to the moon and the tide, and people start thinking and being different according to the moon, that's why, because we're 80% water, all sorts of things. When you understand those things, then you can really cater to you when it comes to manifesting. So even in the case where I was like, you know, I just want to play, like, why I'm so into fashion is because I like to play. Like me wearing, I have on a pink tennis skirt today, and my hat, and this, and my like this, I feel like a girly tennis thing, and I like to play characters in my mind. And so I'm a big visualization person, like imagination is big for me. And so when I was doing the quantum leap, I was playing like I was an author and that was going to be the title of my book. Okay, so you got to understand like how you are, what feels good to you, and understand what you're doing when you're doing these different techniques, because a technique might work, like that technique worked for me, but it might not work for you, because you might need something more to believe in. You might not be a visual person. You might not like to play characters like I do. I like to play characters. That's why I'm into fashion and things like that. So what feels good to you? What's going to make you feel really good? You know, and that's also feminine energy. It's like, that feeling, like feeling really good. I'm pulling my skirt down, just so you know. But I'm gonna go in here and do a little shopping, and hopefully I'll find some things, but we'll see. There it is right there. Let's go inside. And we are back, okay? I ended up getting a few things. I'm so excited. And if you can see that, that's on my neck, that's sunscreen. Your girl, you have to in Colorado. If you're ever thinking about moving to Colorado, sunscreen, aloe, sun protection is going to be your best friend. So let me just show you what I got before I get on the road. Show you guys what I got in there. I got the birthday thing. I just dropped my bag. So it's my birthday. So I got the Laura Mercier. Is it just the powder? Yeah, translucent setting powder. I dig it. I've used it before, so. The other thing is, like, I didn't understand what it was, so I was like, nah. So I got the Nars Concealer, and I got it in the creme brulee, whatever. And I really liked it on my hand. It has like a pinkish undertone, and I've always done the yellow undertone, and I don't think I'm supposed to when it comes to my skin. I've been playing around with like undertones and things, and I think that pink, like a pinkish undertone, does better with me. So I'm going to try this and see if it makes a difference, because I really just want like an inner glow under eye highlight type of thing. And so I think that this will make a difference, because I've never, like I said, I've never done a pink undertone. I've always done yellow and beige, and I think beige does well with me, but we'll see. I mean, I've never tried it, why not? And then I got this Dior lipstick. So excited for this one. Yay. And did I get the wrong color? Is this the color I was supposed to get? Nude style? Man, it looked a lot lighter on the thing. I don't know if this is the color I meant to get. We'll try it. I mean, I feel like that's a lot dark for me. It's supposed to be nude. It says nude style. Why is it so dark? I mean, I guess it could be a nude, but the one that I tried in there wasn't this dark. And I'm sure I grabbed the right one. Packaging's really pretty. We'll see. We'll see about this. Packaging's really pretty. I like it. And then I got the Sephora lip liner. This is gel liner. I love these. They do well with my lips. I got a lot of real estate when it comes to lips, so it's hard. The lip part is hard for me, and that's why I feel like this is a lot dark for me. I'm looking at my lips. Let's see. I can try it on now. I don't know. Seems dark for me. I don't know what to say about that one. But I do like this. I do like using darker liners and then using like a nude. Oh well. Oh well. I'm excited about the concealer. I'm excited about the concealer. But yeah. But like I was saying, when it comes to your life, when it comes to just living, you gotta explore. You gotta find out what works good for you, what lipsticks work good for you, and things like that. And that's the fun part. That is the joy of life, is exploring and experiencing and living and trying new things and being able to find out what feels good to you and what looks good on you, and like what's your way of manifesting and, you know, intending for your life and stuff like that. Because it took me a while, you know, it took me a while to figure it out. Not really. I've always knew I was into visualization and imagining and things like that. And for the most part, I think that a lot of people can relate to imagining, but you know, being real, imagining things and using your imagination can be challenging. Because I constantly, like right now where I'm at, where I'm shopping, it's a more affluent part where you can shop at. Like the other day I came here and I was shopping and I saw a I can't say that car. Rolls. I'll just say Rolls. You don't see those every day. But, and also I was outside my comfort zone. I've noticed, this is going to sound, I don't know how it's going to sound, but if you go shopping during the day, at certain days, like during the day, you see a different crowd, to be honest. And I was here the other day during the day on my birthday shopping, and I experienced a whole day. I come here all the time, but I experienced it in a different way. And I thought I looked good leaving the house. Like, I was all proud of my outfit. And then when I was here, and the level, like I said, I saw Rolls, I saw G-Wagon, I saw, you know, it was a different crowd, and it made me feel so insecure. Yeah. But, you know, I could have just kind of sulked in that and like, man, I ain't got, you know, like certain things like that. But I used it as motivation and inspiration. Like, oh, I really love how she looks. I love how she's dressed. I love the car that they're driving. I love how they're carrying themselves. And I took those little things and I was like, you know what? I'm going to imagine that I'm dressed like that. That I'm carrying myself that way. That I'm buying all those clothes. Like, I was like, wow, like, you know, and it was an expensive store, and it was just a piles of clothes, and the way that she was speaking, as if it was nothing. It was nothing to her. And I was like, that's where I want to be. I don't want to have to look at a price tag and, you know, determine whether I can get it or not get it. Because if I picked it up, I probably want it. So I don't want to be like, well, I can't get this because I'm getting this kind of thing. I want to be just like what she, like, and then experiencing that and seeing it, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take that into my imagination. I'm going to experience it in my reality. You know, I didn't use, like, I might have felt insecure in that moment. I might have felt some feelings, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to transmute this and use it as inspiration. These people with these nice cars, and they're just shopping during the day, and it's just like, it's kind of normal for them, and, you know, this kind of thing. I'm going to use that as inspiration for me, not something to make me feel bad. You got to transmute those energies, transmute the feelings, that emotion, because emotion, all it is energy, and transmute it into inspiration, right? And so that's what I did. And even now, like, I go in there and, you know, it's during the day. I actually need to get back before my kids get out of school. But, you know, you see, it's a whole different lens. It's a whole different perspective. But use that as inspiration. Use that as something to pull you, move you forward. And so I forget how I even got on that subject. I always do that. But yeah, so I think I'm just going to leave it here. I'm going to get on the road, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you like videos like this and you want to see more, definitely let me know. Comment below. And yeah, so I will check you guys in the next video. Peace.